Let's head to Queensland now, where the state's southeast has been pummelled by storms for the second time in 3 days. This was yesterday afternoon. Reporter Michael Rennie joins us now from Queensland's Emergency Services Complex in Brisbane. Michael, g'day. So take us through yesterday's wild weather.
Certainly was wild weather, and here at this complex, Joe, is where they really plan for these storms. They plan for cyclones, bushfires and the storm season, and the storm season has certainly arrived in Queensland yesterday. The storm started rolling through, and what it was basically multiple cells that merged to become basically a supercell, which is a huge storm front. About 600 kilometres wide was the danger zone, and it rolled through yesterday afternoon. Now, not so much damaging winds and large hail, at least not in Brisbane. There was some hail reported out towards the back of Noosa up in the Sunshine Coast, but through Brisbane it was mainly just that large amount of rain that came through. So very different to the storm that we saw on Sunday, which was a smaller storm but very intense and caused a lot of damage so a lot of power lines went down with that storm. But this one certainly caught out people in some of the lower lying areas of Brisbane. They were caught out with flash flooding and ended up on top of the roof of their car in some instances. That saw swift water rescue crews called out to attend to those people, but expecting not as many power outages from that as well. 7,500 power outages from the storm at the height yesterday, so not as bad as we saw on Sunday, but much needed rain for some of the regions as well. Places like Gladstone, who saw around about 60 millimetres of rain. That's the most they've seen in a long time. It was a much needed rain for places like Kilcoy and in Gympie as well. In Beachmere was probably one of the highest totals that we saw. 100 millimetres of rain there in around about an hour, and we saw in Brisbane around just over 70 mil of rain also. So in terms of how emergency services are planning for this upcoming storm season and what we're doing to prepare, well, what we heard from Queensland Fire and Emergency Services Superintendent Jason Lawler on News Breakfast this morning. Let's have a listen to what he had to say.
We're expecting a couple of days of storms ahead today and tomorrow. We're really strongly urging the community. They're generally well prepared here in Queensland and they're used to these diverse weather conditions. However, we do get caught out sometimes, so we're asking motorists, if it's flooded, forget it. Don't try and drive your vehicle across a flooded causeway, flooded roadway. It's very unpredictable, very dangerous, not only for themselves but also for the rescuers. We're also asking that, in a storm, the safest place is inside your home. Stay away from fallen power lines, trees falling, anything where the wind and rain can contribute to those dangerous situations.
And Michael, more bad weather expected today?
Yes, Joe, you wouldn't know it right now because it's perfectly clear blue skies at the moment, but they are expecting late this morning for another storm warning to possibly go out, and they're basically expecting a carbon copy of yesterday's conditions, so it could mean that we do see more heavy rainfall in the southeast of Queensland. Also expecting more rain tomorrow as well, and then it will even over the weekend there could be some more storms, but really hot conditions also expected over the weekend as well. And good reminder there to get storm ready throughout Queensland. Prepare your house for it because the storm season is just beginning, and it'll roll on all throughout this month and into December.
Okay, Michael Rennie there in Brisbane.